really interesting thing for me about data for policy, how it brings together those two groups that can sometimes be very separate. The data side and the actual practical application of the policy side. How can that data science and all those things around data and that investigation and the theory that comes through academia actually be applied? And that for me is that's kind of shown in the really diverse group of people who are here from all over the world and from all kinds of interests and all coming together to think, well, how can we actually take what we're learning about and actually make, I don't know, the world a better place with the application of that, make things more effective. So the real challenge in data sharing that we're working on is that there's this general reluctance that is not to do with not wanting to achieve the value of what might happen socially, economically, environmentally with data sharing. It's because the fear of the risks. And so what I've liked seeing here at Data for Policy are these examples, both from the government side, from the practitioner side and from academic side, of people going out there, working with organisations to share their data, to create something productive that we can all then take out as an example to to mitigate that fear of the risk, of the failure, of losing the value, and actually create something useful. Well, one thing I did really enjoy was the very critical and cautious keynote we've just had from John Cracroft. I think it's really important that we don't get carried away with what we know about what we might be able to do with these technologies, especially on the pure technological side. Sure, we can do them, but are they right? Are they ready? Should we be doing them? And how important is it? And I think this conference is really good for addressing that, in working out how do we apply them. And so I found that the willingness to engage with that is really interesting. Well, the main thing that would concern me about data sharing in any context is purpose. So, was the data collected for that purpose? What purpose is it going to be used for? How do I as an individual know what that purpose is? How do I know what's going to come out of it? How do I know what questions are being asked by it, or what actually might come out of it that wasn't part of that question? And that's a very opaque area. Trying to get the individual or the data subject or the data, whatever my relationship to that part of data, trying for me to understand clearly what's happening to it and what my part has been in consenting to that is obviously, it's improved by policies such as the GDPR, but as an individual, how do I really interact with that and how do I really understand that? And I think that's really important.